Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Dani Olmo because unfortunately he did pick up an injury in yesterday's match. And then as always, we're going to be giving you an injury update in regards to Frenkie de Jong and Fermin Lopez because good news in regards to Frenkie de Jong, he is back in Barcelona training. And when will Fermin Lopez return from that injury that he did sustain before the international break? But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Dani Olmo. Let's talk about for how long he's going to be out because Barcelona, they have reported that he has suffered an injury in his right hamstring and he's going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks. Now, that isn't good because Dani Olmo, he's had, a superb start for Barcelona, scoring 3 goals in 3 games and, 3 absolute bangers. And, these are the games in which he is going to be missing. It's going to be obviously the clash against Monaco in midweek, against Villarreal, Getafe, Osasuna, Young Boys, Alaves. And the goal for right now is for Dani Olmo to be ready for that game Sevilla right before the clash against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. He isn't going to be traveling with the Spanish squad in the October international break. And even though Dani Olmo's injury is minor, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Barcelona, they're not going to be taking any risks, and they're going to be aiming for that match against Sevilla and Bayern Munich to be ready for those big clashes. But it sucks that Dani Olmo is injured. Hopefully, he is able to recover swiftly and be back out onto the pitch. But in regards to what Barcelona are going to do now, it's most likely that Eric Garcia is going to be taking his place. Pedri moved up a little bit forward and having a partnership of Eric Garcia and Marc Gasol in that midfield, because also with the absence of Fermin Lopez, it makes Barcelona, a little bit like in that number 10 area, or Hansi Flick, he could opt for Paulo Torre in that position. We're going to have to see what he does in regards to that. But now talking about good news, guys, I'm going to be talking about Frenkie de Jong, because Frenkie de Jong, he was involved in part of the training of the group training session today, which is absolutely fantastic. And that report, which I talked about, last week, was actually turned out to be true. Frenkie de Jong did return to group training this week. It's absolutely fantastic to see, because Frenkie de Jong, we haven't seen anything from him, any training videos, nothing since all the way back in April, man. Frenkie de Jong, he did get April in the El Clasico, and he missed the summer, he missed the Euros, he was out for a considerable amount of time, and whether he returns, that's going to be dependent on when he is able to get match fit. But Frenkie de Jong, returning to group training is absolutely huge. Hopefully, in this next week or two, he is able to slowly get back into those training sessions and is able to become match fit and be involved in, those big ties that are coming up in the next upcoming weeks. But now also, guys, talking about Fermin Lopez, good news in regards to Fermin Lopez. Right now, Fermin Lopez, he is recovering very well and is currently not ruled out that Fermin Lopez will be in that squad list to face Monaco. But if not, he is expected to return against Villarreal this weekend. That recovery is going really well, and that's fantastic to see. Because with the absence of Dani Olmo, we are going to need Fermin Lopez to basically take his place. And also, I want to give you guys this interesting report that Mate Moreto, he has reported that Tottenham and Manchester United did show interest in Fermin Lopez in the past summer. After winning the Euros and having that impressive performance in the Olympics, he did receive some interest from those 2 Premier League teams. But Fermin Lopez was adamant in staying at Barcelona. He didn't entertain any talks about potential move. And right now, the club is working on a contract renewal, as they do see him as a key player in the squad for the upcoming future and in years in the club. But that's absolutely fantastic. And just to give you guys a brief summary of all the injuries that Barcelona, they are sustaining at the moment, all the players that are injured. Ansu Fati, he is expected, to return, in that match against Monaco, expected to be in that squad list. Frenkie de Jong, we're going to have to see when he comes back, when he is able to be match fit. Fermin Lopez, roughly next week, potentially, if not on Thursday and then on Sunday. Gavi, he is training with the group, but is expected to return in October/November, depending how well that recovery goes. But Barcelona are not going to be taking any risks. Dani Olmo, 4 to 5 weeks. Andres Christensen, 1 to 2 months. Ron Araujo in December, and Marc Bernal obviously out for the season with that ACL injury. But that's an update on Barcelona's injury situation. Barcelona, we have sustained, a sort of an injury crisis, but with Hansi Flick at the helm and with La Masia, we are sort of navigating our way. Barcelona are currently perfect in La Liga, which is absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 5 points. And let's hopefully keep this streak going, and let's have a strong start to the Champions League. Let's make a strong statement in that game against Monaco and have a good start. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Frank de Jong, good to see him back in Barcelona training sessions. And sad news that Dani Olmo, he did get injured against Girona, out between 4 to 5 weeks. We wish him a speedy recovery. And Fermin Lopez expected to be back in this next upcoming week. But guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.